Let me know if this sounds like you. You're busy all day long. You're focusing on checking things off your to-do list. You work hard. You care about a lot of things. You prefer things done a certain way, and you push through even when you're tired. You're always thinking about how to get more done, but then at night you feel physically exhausted, but your brain is still wired. That's not random. That's what happens when your nervous system has been in a state of high alertness for far too long. And I call this hidden burnout. You can look completely fine on the outside and still be deeply dysregulated on the inside. So, in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what is driving that burnout and how to change it very simply with 3 keys to reprogramming your nervous system and your sleep. And the first one might surprise you. Key number 1 is to stop treating sleep like another problem to solve. Here's where it gets tricky for a lot of people. Because when you're someone who fixes things, solves things, optimizes things, that's just how your brain operates. So when sleep starts showing up as a symptom of that burnout, your brain does exactly what it always does. It goes into problem-solving mode and it tries to fix it. But the more you try to fix your sleep, the worse it gets because your brain is in problem-solving mode instead of rest mode. You start researching all sorts of supplements, routines, sleep trackers, all of it, right? You try to optimize your sleep schedule, but sleep does not respond to control. It responds to a release of control, a letting go, a surrendering, because that is what actually signals safety to your brain. And once your brain feels safe, it will let you drift off to sleep. But the more that you're analyzing your sleep, tracking your sleep, the more your brain stays in that alert and problem-solving state. So instead of trying to fall asleep, you have to shift into a state of allowing sleep. Sleep isn't something that you have to force. It is something that happens when your mind and body are relaxed enough, which means that the goal is actually not to get better at sleeping. The goal is to get better at letting go and releasing the need to control. And here's the beautiful irony. The moment you truly stop trying to fix your sleep, that's when your sleep fixes itself. You just got to get out of your own way. And to give you some inspiration that this really works, here are some testimonials from members of my sleep success program who were completely able to turn their sleep around. You can pause the video if you'd like to read through these. Now, the second key is to catch yourself in overdrive during the day. If your entire day looks like rushing, problem solving, constantly thinking about what's next, your nervous system never gets the signal that it's okay to slow down. So by the time that nighttime comes, your body is exhausted, but your brain is just still running. You've accidentally trained yourself to live like this. You've trained yourself to treat every single thing as important. Everything needs to get done. And you always need to be on, getting everything done, making progress every waking second of your day that you have. So the shift here is not about doing less. It's becoming someone who moves through their day differently. So I want you to play along with me for a second. What would it feel like to go from being a super type A person to someone who's more relaxed and more patient? What would that feel like? What would it feel like to be more go with the flow? What would it feel like to just let the day unfold and trust that everything that needs to get done will get done and that anything else can wait? Do you notice how you're already feeling just a little bit lighter, just considering the possibility that there's another way of existing? The fact that you can feel even a little tinge of relief means that that way of living is available to you. You just haven't been intentionally giving your brain the instructions to show it that that is the new blueprint to follow. Right now, your nervous system feels like you're being chased by a bear all day long. And without realizing it, you've accidentally been perpetuating that pattern. So this is what you start doing. It's super simple. You catch yourself in those moments where you're thinking, oh, let me just do one more thing. Let me just get one more thing done. That is the pattern that you need to interrupt. So in those moments when you catch yourself in overdrive, you can instead ask yourself, what would the relaxed version of me do right now? Because the moment that you slow down And the moment that you detach emotional pressure to whatever you thought needed to get done, the moment that you start letting things be good enough, your nervous system starts getting a completely different message. Your brain starts to feel like it's not in danger anymore. So there's no reason to stay activated, which is exactly what trains your brain to also wind down more easily at bedtime. Your nervous system being in overdrive is not your natural state. That was a learned pattern from over time. And your body will shift back to its natural state very quickly once you start giving it different signals. Quick side note, if you've been struggling with your sleep for months or years, you're definitely going to want to watch my free masterclass too. This is where I go deep into the exact strategy I teach my clients to end chronic insomnia for good, including the subconscious ways that you've been accidentally sabotaging your sleep without realizing it. That link is in the description. So it's not about finding the perfect routine or the perfect supplement. It's about helping your nervous system feel safe to slow down, and it's about bringing your mind and your body back into the present moment. And that leads us perfectly into the third key, which is to get your mind excited about life again. I know when you're struggling with sleep, the natural tendency is to put all of your attention on trying to fix it, because you think that if you fix your sleep, everything else will go better. So then your mind ends up thinking about sleep even during the day, analyzing it, changing your plans so it won't screw up your sleep, and just worrying about your sleep quality in general. But that over focus on sleep is exactly what pushes sleep further away. So the fastest way to improve your sleep is to actually stop making sleep the center of your attention, and instead start giving your mind something else to engage with. So I want you to think about this. What did you enjoy doing as a kid? Maybe it was reading a certain genre of book. Maybe it was something artistic, dancing, singing, being creative, art. Maybe it was sports. Maybe it was just being outside. Pick one thing and bring that thing back into your life. It doesn't have to be another item to check off on your to-do list, but this is because it's something that your mind and body actually need to feel fulfilled. This is you refocusing your attention on feeling joy in your life. And joy sends the opposite signal of stress. Stress tells your body to stay alert. Joy tells your body that everything is safe. Because the feeling of joy is the complete opposite of what your body would feel if you were actually in danger. If you're enjoying your life, there's clearly no bear chasing you. And when your nervous system finally gets that message, sleep shows up all on its own. If you've been struggling with your sleep for a while, go watch this video next. This is the video where I share exactly what finally cured my insomnia after 16 years of trying everything. These are the things that no doctor, no sleep specialist, or Google search ever told me, and you can watch it right here.